I worked at a Blockbuster Video soon after I first moved here.
Yeah.
Sort of in 97. And you were allowed to have your own shelf where you could put your own movies.
Oh, yeah.
And I was very excited about this. Geary the Wrath of God and His Gold Friday in Manhattan. And the other people who worked at Blockbuster just made fun of me. They were like wrestling to the death over Billy Madison and any Chris Farley movie. What's this? Black and white movies? Kids. And when I say kids, these people are in their 40s now, and they have kids, and they're passing on their curse to the next generation.
Unboxing is going to be a rather tall order here on Unboxing because we have a rather large box. So
Yeah.
thank you for joining us.
Only 4 boxes, but one?
This is the show where we thank our donors, people who go to welcometothebasementshow.com and contribute, and we also open our mail. But first, the donors.
Oh.
Jonathan, Danielle, Corey, Andrew, Christopher, Tito, Francesco, Paul, Brian, Kelly Illustrations, Bridget, Jared, Austin, Eden, Grace, Barbara, Richard, Brandon, William, Wilson, Malcolm, Kevin, Scott, Benjamin, Michael, Dan, Sarah, Betty, David, Mara, Christine, Marie, Mario, and Stephanie.
Is that 2 Marios?
Nope. One messed up pronunciation and one perfect.
Ah, okay.
Get over here, you postcards.
Sure you got them all?
Get over here. We just got 2 postcards today. This one is from Matt Berkey. Ooh, Matt's wearing a shirt.
Which Matt are we talking about?
Have you seen 1985's Year of the Dragon with Mickey Rourke? A new noir that punches you in the gut. Maybe. I can't recall.
I have not. But young Mickey Rourke, that guy was a powerhouse.
This is from Tyler at the Akron Art Museum. Look at that building.
No, it's a work of art itself.
Have you seen the movie Across the Universe? I really feel that the movie is the best Beatles movie. Sorry, haven't seen it.
Nor have I. Though I should. Actually, the building looks like a bit of a mess. Looks like someone trying a lot of different things at once.
We've also got a little envelope here from Sean Henry, our good buddy in Victoria, BC.
I think I know what this is.
Oh, this is from the Cinematheque.
Yeah.
Matt, Craig, and Tona, I was lucky enough at New Year's to get to this theater over in Vancouver and was astonished and delighted by their calendar. I weep that the theater isn't here in Victoria. Take a look at their lineup and weep yourself. He's trying to make us weep.
Yeah.
Cinematheque.
Just gonna let you know right now, I have something in my eye, so if it looks like I'm crying, it's just that.
This is a weirdly shaped book. I don't know how it's supposed to work. It's just a long book.
Are you crying yet?
Yeah, I'm crying. Maybe I am. None of your business.
I was crying when I met you. Now I'm trying to forget you. The Strawberry Tree. El Árbol de las Fresas. That's a movie that makes people never want to see foreign movies or art house movies just based on the title.
Okay, put that away.
Wait 1 second. Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song.
I've seen that.
I have not. Oh, Seven Samurai. Big screen. That would be something to see.
Let's open some packages.
All right.
I want to open this one because I know what's in it.
I want to open this one because it's a DVD.
This is from Therese. It is full of stuff. It looks like this is a gift for your boy.
Oh.
Baby koala.
In the deep blue sea, swim so wild and he swims so free. Blue Tang, Spiny Echidna.
Blue Tang. Teresa sent us a movie. He died with a falafel in his hand.
Ah,
Sorry to hear that.
is that
bud.
that's what's his name? Is Noah
Oh, Noah Taylor.
Taylor? Let's see that again.
From Game of Thrones?
Amongst other things,
Yeah.
yes.
She's on a quest to watch the top 1,000 films of all time. For over a year now, Barry Lyndon has reigned supreme as worst movie on the list.
I can see why you don't like it.
A few weeks ago, it was knocked off the top spot by Robert Altman's Nashville. Why is that movie on the list? What am I missing? Being American might be something that's missing. It seems like a uniquely American film.
I don't know. I just saw Richard E. Grant today talking about how much he likes it.
It's also very 70s.
How I describe the best Altman movies, I spend the entire time just wanting it to be over, and then once the movie's over, I just want to pick up my television set and shake it. I want more movie out of this movie. I'm so attached to it, I realize at the end.
All right, so Therese has a bag of licorice for Tona. Dark
Licorice.
chocolate licorice. Ooh,
That's a lot going on there.
I might be trying that myself. And for Craig, a bag of buttons.
Ah,
And then she sends along this homemade postcard, watching movies in a pool of buttons since 2019.
getting closer and closer.
During her undergraduate years, she procrastinated by doing various things. Now she's doing her master's degree, and she lifts her procrastination game to international button postage and postcard art.
Well, thank you. Whoop. Left hand while reaching for the wine. This is from Max at Smeck Salad Productions. And he says, finally! If you're wondering what finally is about, The Rebel, a 1961 British comedy starring someone named Tony Hancock. But George Sanders is in it.
He was in All About Eve?
Yes, he was. He is this man.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And now, viewer questions. Robert Wolf Eagle writes, what's the deal with airline food? What is up with that stuff? A little bit of classic comedy from Robert, and it's mass-produced. It's microwaved.
Well, and also, it's not there much anymore, because you have to spend a lot more to get airline food. So airline food, what is the deal with it? Where is my airline food?
The handful of times that I've been served a meal on an airplane, I've been surprised at how good it is. Because when you're in a tube and you can't go anywhere, any food they give you is going to taste good if you're hungry.
But don't order the fish. Sarah Jones asks, hey everybody, best decade of movies. I'm going to say an unpopular one. 1980s. Of course, there was a lot of crap. It was the era that blockbusters really took over, but there was still enough artistry to the blockbusters at the time.
Well, you said that 82 is the best movie year of all time, so then it would stand to reason that the 80s would be the best movie decade.
I think it's really when they got color film right. It took a long time after the inception of color film in the 1930s to really get it so that it looked real and magical at the same time.
What's the worst decade?
50s.
Okay.
It was just a decade of the studio system dying, but refusing to believe it was dying, and just waiting for the new thing to happen. It's kind of like Washington right now.
It's at this point in the show when we recommend an episode from our back catalog for you to watch if you haven't seen it, or to rewatch it.
I would recommend our Yellow Submarine episode, starring the Beatles, or people who sound like the Beatles. It's a very strange movie, a movie that neither of us had seen, but we knew all the songs in it, so that we were just kind of primed for riffing on the movie as we're going through it. It also has a horrible turkey man named, Brad?
Jeremy Fool.
Yeah.
My record player is back from the shop, and it's better than ever, and I've been listening to records like nobody's business. So I'm going to talk about some right now.
Even though it's nobody's business.
The theme for today is soundtracks, and I've got two right here. The first one is the Repo Man soundtrack. I have a weird history with this soundtrack. I saw the movie once on cable when I was probably 14 years old. And I thought, it's a crazy movie.
Yeah.
It's got the guy from The Breakfast Club in it.
Yeah.
Fast forward, I'm in college. I'm in the exclusive company on Dousman Avenue in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And I'm just sending out feelers. What's next? What should I get? Repo Man. I've seen that movie, and I bought the CD. So I'm more familiar with the music than I am with the movie.
You haven't gone back to see the movie again?
I have.
Okay.
But I've listened to the soundtrack many, many times. The Repo Man theme is one of my favorite Iggy Pop songs, and on vinyl it sounds outstanding. The drums are just right on in the front. This soundtrack sounds like the LA River looks. It's stark and dirty and somehow wet.
Somehow wet. And you have a second one in your lap right now? It's in his lap. How?
The Billy Jack soundtrack. A movie that we watched on this show, episode 50. Like with many crappy movies, the soundtrack is much better than the movie. A lot of those songs that are performed live in the movie, there's studio versions of them here.
Okay.
So when you hear When Will Billy Love Me, and it's got production and it's got multiple instruments, this is actually not a bad love song. I want to tell a story. I should have told this story in the Billy Jack episode, but somehow it had drifted from my memory, and now it's drifted back. It has to do with the theme to Billy Jack, One Tin Soldier. I only went to camp once. Mm-hmm. It was in high school. It was a weekend camp, so it was just 3 nights. Sponsored by the Rotary Club. It was called Camp Enterprise. And instead of going there and canoeing and making crafts and things like that, we would go to seminars. I had the time of my life at this camp. I made some really good friends who I stayed in touch with for about 2 months. On the last night, we all gathered in the common room. Just sit anywhere you want. We don't have to sit in a circle. Sit where you feel. And they had a microphone. We're going to pass this microphone around, and you're just going to say, if you want, say what's on your mind. You could recite a poem or sing a song. And then this young lady took the microphone. Very serious. She said, I think we should all sing One Tin Soldier. And my first thought was, we? Am I to know the lyrics to this song I never heard of? Am I going to have a solo? And she starts singing the song beautifully, confidently. And I'll be damned if the entire room didn't sing along with her. They all knew the song. So it was a very weird experience.
Well, Matt, now you can learn all the words to it. And
go back to camp.
Go back to camp, yeah.
This is from Aaron in Hell's Kitchen, and he's got a little thing here. Welcome to the Basement Productions and Deep Cuts Incorporated presents The 5 Fingers of Mr. Ping's Ping Pong Party.
Well, Grace knows we like pre-code movies because here's another round of pre-code gems for you. I recommend 3 on a match. For Ann Dvorak's incredible performance alone. She's like a frayed wire, torn, damaged, and utterly electric. Forbidden Hollywood Collection number 2. This will be a matching pair for Forbidden Hollywood Collection number 1, which we have over on the shelf over there.
Innuendos, strange phrases, offers of cheese. It's all going to be there on Forbidden Hollywood Volume 2.
Betty Davis is in one. And for you ladies out there, George Brent.
Kansas City Royals baseball star.
No, not George Brett, George Brent.
Oh, okay. Aaron has included this envelope, which has your name on it.
My name?
More to try on beer and board games. This is going to be more vintage board games.
Craig, with lunchboxes and board games, my father collected political memorabilia. I picked out some presidential items I thought you might enjoy. Hopefully when Matt's record player is fixed, he'll let you play this record. Ooh.
Play it right now.
Noted actor, Ronald Reagan, or Regan if you're my mom. He's the occasional star of Death Valley Days, when he feels like it. We got George Wallace, shot in Milwaukee. There we go. Johnny F, as I call him, because we're buddies. Jimmy Carter for President, 76. Look at
that's
that.
Cool. Bumper
Wholesome
sticker.
Christian man. Whoa! Nixon and Agnew. Oh my god, I should put that one on my car.
Nixon upside down is Noxon.
And Agnew upside down is Menga.
Flexi disc.
Flexidiscs, yes. This is excerpts from Richard M. Nixon's nomination acceptance speech, August 8th, 1968. These are all great. Thank you very much.
Games, we have the Goldfinger game. He's a man, the man with the Midas touch. Ding! Along those same lines, we've got the James Bond Secret Agent 007 game.
Pop!
And lastly, classic cartoon C-Lab 2020.
We think we found everything you put in this box.
We are going to have fun playing these games. Such generosity from our donors and from people who send us mail. It's always a pleasure to do unboxing. And now unboxing is concluded. And you can see the new episode of Welcome to the Basement this coming Friday.
And now, vote for Nixon.
No, and now watch this.
I've never seen the movie The Birth of a Nation.
I have.
Arguably the most important movie ever made. Definitely in the top 20 most important movies ever made. Also, a bit notorious for various themes of the movie. I really feel like I should see it. I can't pull the trigger on it. And so what I would like is if Spike Lee could personally tell me it's okay to watch the movie. Because I know this was a formative experience for him.
I really want to see Intolerance.
Yeah, that's like 4 hours long, isn't it?
It's supposed to be like his other great movie.
Mm-hmm. But it also destroyed him.
Okay.
Griffiths.